There's a streetcar making a left-hand turn onto Broadview Avenue. That just pulled out of Broadview Station. I'm not sure if that'll be a King or Dundas streetcar. There you go, it's the 505 Dundas. And this is the Broadview subway station parquet. And hello there, today is Sunday, February 9th. The time right now is 2:32 p.m. and the temperature is about -1 degree Celsius, and it has just started snowing pretty lightly. And last night we got hit with what my app says was 12 centimeters of snow. Nice fresh packing snow. That's the kind the kids like. You can make some mean snowballs with this stuff. And we are heading south down Broadview Avenue. I think that guy's trying to make the streetcar wait for me. And he got on. And I thought since it's a weekend and there's all this fresh snow, it might be neat to check out Riverdale Park, where we'll not only get a spectacular look at the city skyline, but it's also probably the city's best spot for tobogganing, at least one that's relatively close to downtown. So I'll make a short walk south here down Broadview as we look east along Danforth. And after Chester, that's where Greektown begins. And there's a look to the west. We'll check out the big hills at Riverdale Park East and then walk through the park, crossing the Don River into downtown. And we'll check out the tobogganing action at Riverdale Park West as well. So this is the Riverdale neighborhood. And not too long ago, this was a Loblaws supermarket. But down near Gerard and Carlaw, which is just to the southeast of here, No Frills closed down. And I think they essentially relocated that No Frills into what used to be Loblaws here. There's plans to build a bunch of condos on this lot. There's a 504 King streetcar making its way up from where else but King Station, or rather King Street. Would have rolled past King Station. I was just having brunch before this at a restaurant called Sammy over at Jones and Danforth. And these three homes here have historic designations. And I think the plans were to incorporate them into that new condo development. Lots of single-family homes, a few walk-up apartments, and a few high-rises, but for the most part, it's single-family and semi-detached homes in this area. Apparently back in the 1800s, this was called Don Mills Road. It would have been considered the southern stretch of Don Mills Road. There's the Frederick Hubbard House, related to William Peyton Hubbard, the first black mayor of Toronto. I think this is where William Peyton Hubbard lives. I think those guys were twins. A lot of people out with gear to have fun in the snow. Here's some kids with some crazy carpets walking north. I see other people carrying stuff heading into the park.
I can't do my legs. You don't want to do this close.
You can take a detour here. I haven't been through here this year. This is the start of Riverdale Park East. And there's an ice rink here, as well as an outdoor ice trail. Sometimes you'll see a game of hockey at that ice rink, but not today, or at least not right now. It's the Riverdale Park East Winter Lounge. Put your skates on and change in there. Some little ones on the ice. It's not a particularly big ice skating trail.
gotta do.
Nobody using that off-leash zone. There's been some gaps in the fence and it looks like they're still there, and that's probably why. Dog could easily disappear into the wilderness. I can see there's a lot of people out enjoying the hill. We'll head over there in a moment. Notice you are entering a leash-free area. Definitely get a much better workout walking through snow like this. This is actually a former landfill. As we see the skyline off in the distance. That was back in the 1920s. This was used as a landfill. And these green poles you see are actually venting gases. I always thought they were part of some kind of fence or construction that was never completed. Maybe we'll zoom in. Kids going down on a crazy carpet. Do it. Oh, you just gotta. That was a wasted effort. You gotta hang on. Amateurs. Wow. That's a very serious camera there. I think it's an Arri Alexa or Alexia. It's a short trip down and a long, tiring walk up. That kid is moving pretty good. Someone going down on a tube. Ooh. There's another hill at Riverdale Park West. We'll head over there. Just taking a few pictures. Oh, they're moving. Well done to those two.
Wait, let's find a good spot.
All right. So we're gonna walk down the hill here. And hopefully not get bowled over by someone. This hill's bigger than the one on the other side. I think you'll find kids on sleds pretty much everywhere. There's a decent hill all over the city today. There's a shorter hill. There's a public washroom over there, but the city closes them down at the end of summer. There's some snowmen out here. There's a snowman. Someone's probably going to leave a comment saying it's not cool to say that anymore. It's a snow person. No, it's not. It's a snowman. Wow, good job on this one. Not a terribly good effort on the face of the arbs. But pretty good on the massing, I guess. So we're gonna head over the Don River. And that'll deposit me into Riverdale Park West, and I'll be in the Cabbagetown neighborhood, and I think from there I'll record another video. Probably just walking to College Station. Don Valley Parkway. It's moving pretty good today. It makes sense. It's a Sunday. Opened up the Don Valley parking lot. Don River. Kind of feeds into Lake Ontario, where they're reconfiguring the mouth of it at Villiers Island. And there's the look north. Unfortunately, the trails along the Don River on this stretch are still not open. They've been closed for quite a while. The city's doing some construction down there. Temporary trail closure. Doesn't seem so temporary. There's Bayview Avenue. So you've got Bayview, a rail corridor, recreational trail, the river, and a highway. They've made good use carving out the area in the Don Valley. Corktown is just over in that direction. Wellesley Street, 1 kilometer. Sherburne, 1.7 kilometers. University of Toronto, 3.3 kilometers away. Used to play in a co-ed insurance league softball organization, and we would often use this field. I remember pulling a few foul balls onto Broadview Avenue, and I thunked one off a vehicle once. Oops. Sorry, not sorry. Not sure who would be liable in that, because you're using the space as it's set up. You weren't doing anything intentionally malicious or negligent. We're just playing softball. I just pulled one a little bit, but you can see the backstop isn't very high, or the fence down the third baseline. So it's not too hard to rip one onto Bayview. I wasn't the only one who did that. But if they cut the grass and you got a line drive that squeaked through the outfield, the ball would just roll forever. You could easily get yourself a nice little home run. Although if it rained recently, it was quite the opposite effect. This field would just be a big swamp. There's a snowman in progress. So this hill is shorter but steeper. And there's another public washroom that the city hasn't opened. Stairs are for wimps. Let's take the slippery, difficult route. Oh, those things were tied together. Whoa. It's a great thing about kids. They're virtually indestructible. And this is not an easy climb. I was waiting for those two ladies to go, but that kid's making a beeline right for that other kid. And they've given up. And I think that's all she wrote for this walk through Riverdale Park. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have little ones in the area, hopefully you got out to experience this. We haven't had a whole lot of this kind of weather the past several winters now. In fact, I think last night was our biggest snowfall we've had this winter. And even then, it wasn't a whole lot. But do let me know your thoughts and comments down below if you wish to support what I do. There's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. I think I'm gonna kind of do something I rarely do and make a part 2 to this video and walk from here through Cabbagetown a little bit over to Yonge Street, but you can find that on the channel probably a day or two after this video. But thanks again, and I will catch you on the next one. Yoink!